Okay, what is going on, beautiful people? I hope and pray you're doing phenomenally well. I wanted to do a quick video on running comps. So if you're new to real estate investing and you're looking to get into fix and flips and wholesales and you're not sure how to comp your property or what offer to make when it comes to wholesaling your properties, I'm going to give you a quick rundown on how I like to run comps. I don't spend a lot of time running comps when it comes to wholesaling. I will say this: if it's a property that I'm going to actually purchase myself, um, whether I'm using my own capital or another investor's, I've used a private money lender or something of that nature, I really start to go through those comps with a fine tooth comb when I'm buying it. So always keep that in mind. I know I'm going to show this very quickly, but this is more so in regards to just wholesaling, because at the end of the day, your end buyer will also do their comps and do their own due diligence. So I know that I have to just be in the ballpark. I don't have to have the comps 100% down, 100% accurate. And I see and notice that a lot of people get hung up here when it comes to running comps. Also, in fact, another tip: I don't run comps until after I've um, had a conversation with the seller to make sure that they're interested in selling the property. You don't want to have a lead come in and then you're spend 15, 20 minutes running comps trying to figure out your offer for you to call the seller and they're not motivated. They're only saying, oh, well, I'm only trying to sell it to see how much I can get, or there's no motivation there, right? So I always have that conversation first, get off the phone, and then do my due diligence when it comes to running comps. But that was my little rant. I'm sorry. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be sharing a lot more of my real estate investment journey, showing you how I went from truck driver to full-time real estate investor. Um, but let's go over here to Propstream. Let's hop over here. All right, so now that you see the screen, I have a random property pulled up here in Dallas. And what I like about it is that it's in a full community, right? So there seems to be a lot of details that I should be able to get from this particular property. When looking at it, this will be a 3-bedroom, 2-bath right here. 1,400 square feet roughly, built in 1998. This is always nice right here. Your estimated mortgage is just something to keep in mind, because if you calculate your offer and they owe 76,000 on the property, but your offer is going to be somewhere around that 50,000, then you know that $50,000 offer most of the time isn't going to work because they owe more. Now, there's a whole lot of creative ways that you can do, and I'm not going to get into that on this video, but that's just something to take note of. Now, once you're on Propstream and logged in, and what I'm going to do also, I will share a link for a 7-day free trial for Propstream for you to check out. It is an affiliate link, so it does help support this channel, but I will leave that in the comments below. So I always like to go on the searches back to at least a year, 6 months to a year. This automatically does it for you here on the date range as a year. You can always go back further if you need to, but I always like to try to start out with 6 months. And see kind of where we are on comp wise. I'm going to unselect this. because I don't need all of them selected. One thing too that I like to do is focus on the comps that are right here in this little pocket. So I'm not going to cross over any major intersections, like there's a road here, South Beltline. I'm not going to worry about that as a comp. I thought I saw another one here over A2, because those can be completely different communities. Have you ever heard the saying crossing the tracks, right? So it could be a completely different type of house. So always try to stay in your little pocket here if you can. And we see here, let's see, number one, I always start with. And when they have pictures, not all of them will have pictures. You can kind of get a feel for them. And so that's all I'm doing, is getting a feel to see what type of repairs went into selling this house at that price. So this isn't updated at all. Same old carpet, same old countertops. Kitchen hasn't been updated, and it's sold for $175. They literally just cleaned this up. It doesn't even look like they painted the house. So you have an idea. Okay, here's another one too that sold for $174. Again, another house that has not been updated at all, that's selling for that $175. Same old, I think that's for Micah or something of that nature, but not updated. These right here, 3 and 4, because they're so cheap, those are probably, I don't know what those are, lots more than likely. No. Or that might be what it leased for. Now, I'm going to assume, just from looking at these, I know it's kind of crossing the tracks or going over those major intersections here. 7 and what is that? 7. I'm pretty sure this one may have some updates to it. Just because it sold for a higher price. Still nothing major. No major updates have been done to this house. Does have granite in the kitchen, so it is just a little bit cleaner, not much. I mean, you see the kids here scribbled all over the wall. But nothing major. What is this one, number 5, that sold for $210? Now this one's been completely updated. New flooring. It's been freshly painted, updated cabinets, upgraded granite. So really clean. And it sold for, what was that, $210? So they went really overboard on it, and it still didn't sell for more than what the other one did. Actually, the one that sold for more was outdated. So this guy really went overboard just for $210, or that investor. So I'm going to click here 1 and 2 for my comps in this little area. And that lets me know that, okay, my price per square foot is what I'm looking at here, is $141 a square foot. So if you take that $141, I gotta pull out my calculator, y'all. I'm sorry. Times 1400 roughly is going to give you a 197 ARV on this particular property here. And that's to get it in this current condition. Like, just to have it looking not updated, you know. So clean it up. There hasn't been any homes that have been fully remodeled other than this one, and it's across the street. So I'm looking at it. It's a possible, but I'm not really paying that one very much attention. It's like right there on the cuff, you know. And that could be a reason they didn't get much for it as well, because it's on the corner of that busy intersection, and people don't like living off of busy main streets like that. So if that's your ARV, taking those two, and this is where I see, well, I'm not going to get into all that, but when it comes to flips, we'll have a conversation about, you just want to match the comps is what you want to do on the property. So I'm going to take my 197 ARV minus repairs, which probably won't be much. Now, obviously, we don't have pictures of the inside of this house. Maybe if we Google it, we could, and then go from there. Your comps just need to look the same, if that makes sense. So, in regards to, a lot of people think that you need to have comps that are all completely remodeled. No, the comps just need to be the same style. Like, I'm not going to add that one for 210 that's been completely remodeled if none of the other properties have been completely remodeled. So I hope that kind of helps and give clarity. So make sure your comps are in alignment, minus your repairs, your 70% minus ARV, and make your offer accordingly. But I hope this helps y'all, and don't get caught up here on your comps, and go get some deals. Y'all take care and be blessed.